front row, you have a chap in a Top Gun t-shirt. So Sussex's very own Maverick is joining us. So thank you very much. I gather from both Claire and Louise's intros that most people are from Brighton, so I'm not going to ask again. But I'm quite new to Brighton myself. Just moved here. It's a very quirky place, very fun place, trying to work out what it's all about. Got a nice sense of humour about itself. I was walking down the street the other day, saw a fabric shop called Quilty Pleasures, which I think, yeah, that's fun. And it's up there with the, not the best, but it's up there with some of the better pun business names. Not up there with the all-time classics, of course. Halal, is it meat you're looking for? Curl Up and Die, DYE, place in Leeds. And my all-time favourite, which is a taxidermist near my friend's house in London, called Get Stuffed. And I was laughing about these names and thinking about the type of person that goes down that route with their business name. You're probably thinking quite a fluffy character, the type of adult that still gets excited at sweets, shares kind of minion memes and motivational quotes on Facebook. And that's probably true. But I think underneath that sugary exterior is probably a heart of fucking iron. Because can you imagine answering the phone day in, day out, week in, week out, good morning, Quilty Pleasures? That takes a special kind of person, because I can get on the bus, and if the driver doesn't say hello quite as effusively as I think he could, my day is a complete fucking write-off. I like 8:15, it's just done. But these people, they're not having bad days, are they? So, death in the family, good afternoon, merchant of tennis. Your wife leaves you for the milkman. Sorry, forgot that one. Apologies. So say your wife leaves you and you have to answer the phone with "Walk on water, may I take your order?" Or if your child is just completely disappointing in every single way, "Hi there, Jean-Claude Van Man, how may I help?" Okay, so I think that takes a special kind of person. And yeah, they're all out there, these funny people. There's something going on behind the eyes, not sure quite what. Another one of these people is my landlord, Brian, who is a real piece of work, who, couldn't be less bothered if I was alive or dead. And he, can't even bring himself to save my number in his phone. That's how bad it is. So, my hot water was off. I gave him a call. "Hi, Brian, it's Matthew." In the background, I just hear ding, ding, ding. It's the sound of slot machines. And he actually asks me, "Is that Ginger Matthew or Matthew with the glasses?" I was like, well, I guess Matthew with the glasses. He's like, "Right, I didn't want to speak to that big-headed, gangy bastard anywho." It's lovely to hear how you speak about people when they're not there. But anyway, Brian, my hot water's up, and he sends someone around to fix it. And he says, "That sharp intake of breath never bodes well." And he said, "The wife's convinced me to take another week in Vegas, so it's probably going to be around the 15th. It's like, I don't care if your wife's convinced you, you're better off with one bollock. Fix my fucking hot water." I didn't say that, of course, as I'm a coward. Most of us are, to be honest, come on. So, we sort of hung on the line there. In the background, the sound of champagne corks being popped and dice being thrown, and it's sort of an impasse. He wasn't going to speak, I wasn't going to speak, and I was just sort of staring down the barrel of a week of stand-up washes in a break room sink. So I had to think to myself. I got online, I thought, where can a man spruce up? Maybe even have a steam and get over the stress of dealing with people like Brighton. So I hopped on Google, typed in Brighton saunas. Okay. So, as you would attest, you could get quite a few hits. And it may or may not be the thing that you were looking for. And certainly, until at least the first 5 or 6 times, it wasn't what I was looking for either. But if you want want to find a place where you can chill out with men and women who have very loose conceptions of monogamy, they're right there. A place where you can get a very firm back rub from a big man named Stavros, as long as you do it to his wife while he watches, there for the taking. The kind of place where you can get a caution for soliciting, just through a series of what I will maintain were very innocent misunderstandings, then those places are there. But yeah, everybody needs a way to relax. Could be a sauna, could be a hobby, could be your friends, could be family, depending on your family. So for many people, family is just a word. For others, a sentence. So recently my granddad has got into his research on the family tree, which, based on the things he's shown me thus far, is looking more like a stump than a tree. He's been on his Ancestry.com. He's sent his DNA away to 23andMe, I think to try and find some exotic genetic heritage that might explain generations of alcoholism with just a hint of mystique. And while he was waiting for the results, he was sort of fantasizing, oh, perhaps we're 12% Russian. We can get into winter and long novels. Grandad, if you've not started a Russian novel now, I would just give it a swerve. Get the Great Gatsby, do it in an afternoon. And yeah, he's fantasizing about different places. Poland, getting by cured meats and sugary pastries, maybe even closer to home, might even be part Danish. And I can see the wheels turning, but he is quite old, so it took him a minute to think of anything Danish, and he just came, Lego? Yeah, so the results came back, and he's 100% Irish and Scottish, as we knew, so that explains the Celtic melancholy in our family. But yeah, he fell into a deep depression, the deepest that he's fallen into since we watched, as a family, the film Brokeback Mountain. And he spent the next 2 months chuntering around the house, complaining about wasting his life and having a fucking family. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of the acts. Thank you.
Matthew, you just did your first stand-up comedy gig tonight. How are you feeling?
To be fair, I feel elated. I feel really good. I was very nervous before I went on. Didn't think I was going to remember anything, my own name even. But I got up there and actually it came out, so it worked out quite well. I got some nice laughs and some nice comments from people after the fact, so yeah, I thought it went really well.
I said to you earlier, I thought your timing and delivery was very good. Did you expect your gig to go as well as it did, your first gig?
Not really. Like, practicing in the park or at home is like one thing, but then like as soon as you come into the venue and see how many people there are, it's like, oh, that goes out the window. And I was literally like, to be fair, struggling to remember my own name. We got up there and it worked out. So yeah, it went a lot better than I could have imagined, honestly. And I think the same could be said for everybody. So I think everyone gave a really good account of themselves. There's some very funny acts on. So yeah, it was great.
I thought you did brilliantly, and I really hope to see you do more stand-up. Do you think that's going to be possible?
Yeah, I'd like to do some more for sure. Like some of the things you've taught us, I'd like to sort of push on with, and maybe do some like advanced stuff or like little spots around the place like the windmill or this, that and the other. Be pretty fun. Yeah. So who knows?
You did brilliant tonight. Well done.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
That's very kind. Thank you, Louise.